see them. You know, one of the things that I know that we're very proud of in this community is our schools. And we've tripled the number of our A and B schools, and we've expanded our dual language programs into 60 of our schools. We have fine art offerings and investments we've made so that 100% of our children have access to fine arts. Our children are able to get high school credit in middle school. They're able to get college credit while they're still in high school. You know, we want our children to be excited about school. So for example, we have now pathways for construction, for engineering, for aerospace, for cybersecurity, for healthcare. And so whatever that dream that your child has, we have more opportunities for them to be able to really reach their dreams. There's so much pride here in our district. We have so much history. I mean, we are the original district of the city of San Antonio. So what we're seeing is that our children are graduating. They're better prepared. One of the things we talk about is that when we support our students, there's no limit to their potential. There's no limit to how high they can achieve.
Everyone, I am Deli McLaren, the very proud head of schools of the Young Women's Leadership Academy. It is with great pride and honor that I welcome you to the class of 2021 commencement exercise. We may begin as our graduates process in. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome, graduates. On behalf of the faculty of the Young Women's Leadership Academy, I welcome our cardinal parents, relatives, and dear friends of the graduating class of 2021 to our commencement exercise. At this time, I ask you to please direct your attention to the video board for a message from one of our SAISD alumni, Mr. John Quinones.
Go.
Okay, here's one simple question with 7 billion different answers.
This is what would you do?
This is crazy right now.
9 seasons.
Are you kidding me?
Over 50 episodes.
Okay.
and 300 scenarios.
Tell them thank you for being on What Would You Do?
Millions watch and share. And share and watch.
Okay, ready?
But don't take my word for it.
My favorite show.
Just watch. So, what would you do?
Hi everyone, it's John Quinones from ABC News and What Would You Do? But today it's all about what you guys have already done. Congratulations to the class of 2021. You know, I too am a product of the San Antonio Independent School District, so I know that you guys are destined for great, great things. Now go out there and conquer the world.
Buenas noches. Me da mucho gusto estar aquí con ustedes para compartir en esta ocasión donde reconoceremos los éxitos académicos de nuestras hijas. Les agradezco la confianza que han tenido en nosotros. At this time, please rise for the national anthem sung this evening by Valedictorian Caroline Evangelista, and remain standing for the U.S. pledge, the allegiance to the Texas Pledge and the U.S. flag, led by Sandra Mata, Class President and Superintendent's Advisory Ambassador.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. You may be seated. Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and fellow sisters. I am truly grateful that we are able to gather this evening to celebrate the class of 2021. Graduates, I am honored to speak to you today as your class president and sister. I have chosen a poem by Denise Frohman entitled A Woman's Place to share with you today. I chose this piece because it aligns with our class quote, "There is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise." A Woman's Place by Denise Frohman. I heard a woman becomes herself the first time she speaks, without permission. Then every word out of her mouth, a riot. Say, beautiful, and point to the map of your body. Say, brave, and wear your skin like a gown or suit. Say, hero, and cast yourself in the lead role. When a girl pronounces her own name, there is glory. When a woman tells her own story, she lives forever. All the women I know are perennials, marigolds, daffodils, soft things that refuse to die. I don't come from anything tamed or willing. I come from soil flossed with barbed wire, meaning Abuela would curse you out with the same breath she kissed. You with her blood, a wild river. My mother, doesn't rely on instruction manuals or men, nor does she equate the two, can fix anything if you get out of her way. Says the best technology is her own two hands, but once I dreamed I had no teeth, just a mouth to hold other people's things. If this poem is the only thing that survives me, tell them I grew a new tongue. Tell them I built me a throne. Tell them when we discovered life on another planet, it was a woman. And she built a bridge, not a border, got God and named gravity after herself. Thank you. At this time, I'd also like to ask you to direct your attention to the video board for a very special message from the YWLA class of 2021.
Class of 2021. I know it's not been ideal, but still fought through it and did what you have to do. Congratulations.
My advice to anybody who's graduating would be don't be satisfied. You've accomplished a lot up to this point, so don't be satisfied now. Keep pushing, keep grinding.
Shout out to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations, and hope you achieve all your dreams.
I want to give a shout out to the graduating class of 2021.
Just try to embrace the moment, enjoy the moment, and then just continue to learn and grow as you continue through this thing we call life.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You guys have dealt with probably the most adversity that anyone has dealt with when it comes to graduating and trying to get to that next level. So salute to you guys for being the best that you guys can be and continuing to be better each and every day. So.
Congratulations, Lady Cardinals class of 2021. Today we celebrate, we reflect, and we give thanks. We celebrate your individual academic and leadership accomplishments. The last 12 plus years as a student in the San Antonio Independent School District, you have set yourself apart. You have taken the road less traveled. And because of that, we are standing here to celebrate your commitment and your accomplishments crossing the stage. We're also here to reflect and think about the times we live in today, most historic times. The global pandemic, our economy, the political unrest, and the environmental challenges. All of these are challenges that we've never seen in our lifetime. And as an adult and a leader, sometimes not understanding these dynamics, I am optimistic about the future because as I look out to the graduates of the class of 2021, I'm confident that I am looking at future leaders to solve our problems, to be the innovators, the creative thinkers that will bring our society and raise our community to a better place. And finally, we want to acknowledge and give thanks to the entire YWLA family of parents, of grandparents, of friends, of classmates, teachers, administrators, and staff who have supported you each and every night during every assignment, during every challenging time. They have been there in your corner, so I commend the YWLA family for being supportive of this dynamic class. Again, congratulations. You are now amongst the YWLA alumni, a distinguished class of alumni who continue to make the Young Women's Leadership Academy and SEISD proud. Thank you.
during these past 12 years. We have a proud history and value the contribution our students have made to our community. The faculty, staff, and administration of the Young Women's Leadership Academy request your help in making this year's graduation ceremony the best yet. Our graduates have worked extremely hard to reach this goal. This is one of the most important and fulfilling achievements to date in your daughter's life. We know that there will be more to come. To show our respect for each one of these accomplished young women, we are asking that all parents, relatives, and friends show their appreciation with their applause only. We remind everyone of appropriate auditorium etiquette as we maintain a dignified ceremony for our graduates. We thank you in advance for your help and cooperation in making our commencement exercises a dignified and cherished celebration. Remember, honor these students with applause and only applause. We thank you in advance. La Preparatoria Young Women's Leadership Academy tiene una tradición rica de excelencia. Tenemos una historia orgullosa y valoramos las contribuciones que nuestros estudiantes y sus padres han hecho en nuestra comunidad durante los últimos 12 años. La facultad y la administración de nuestra preparatoria Young Women's Leadership Academy solicitan su ayuda para hacer la graduación de este año aún mejor todavía. Nuestros estudiantes han trabajado arduamente durante varios años y han cumplido los requisitos impuestos por la Agencia de Educación de Texas. Para mostrar nuestro respeto para cada una de estas talentosas señoritas, les pedimos a los padres de familia, amigos y parientes que muestren su aprecio hacia los graduados solamente por medio del aplauso. Les damos las gracias por adelantado por su ayuda y cooperación en hacer la graduación de Young Women's Leadership Academy una celebración digna y apreciada. On behalf of the SAISD Board of Education, Superintendent, Administration, staff, and faculty of the Young Women's Leadership Academy, it is my privilege to introduce our platform guests. Pedro Martinez, Superintendent of Schools. Patty Radel, SAISD Board President, District 5. Ed Garza, SAISD Board Trustee, District 7. Patty Salzman, Chief Academic Officer. Angelica Romero, Assistant Superintendent, Office of Innovation. On stage and in our audience, representing the Young Women's Leadership Academy administrative team and senior class, our most distinguished and honored class leaders. Caroline Evangelista, Valedictorian. Nadia Gonzalez, Salutatorian. Sandra Mata, Class President and Superintendent's Advisory Board Ambassador. Delia McLaren, YWLA Network Head of Schools. Stephanie Hawk, YWLA former Assistant Principal. Sarah Moran, YWLA Assistant Principal. Ashley Cash, College Counselor. Wendy Watson, High School Counselor. Angeles Cos, Middle School Counselor. Ashley Guerra Garza, Program and Admissions Coordinator. Rosie De Hoyos, Principal Secretary. I'd also like to recognize our very special guests we have with us today. Starting with the trustees of the San Antonio Young Women's Leadership Academy, Advisory Board, and Foundation. Berta Fogerson, Chief Academic and Accountability Officer of our Dallas Young Women's Prep Network. Jessica Guerra. Thank you each for all that you have done these past 12 years to make what was once a dream of going to college a reality for these young women. I'd like to thank the amazing faculty and staff of YWLA who are with us to please stand at this time and be recognized. Thank you very much for all your hard work in preparing our young women, especially this past year of hybrid learning. Now it is my privilege to introduce the top 2 scholars from the Young Women's Leadership Academy class of 2021. Our salutatorian, Nadia Gonzalez, who attended St. John Bosco Elementary School before enrolling at YWLA in the 6th grade. Nadia gives new meaning to the words driven and determined. She has consistently sought independent learning experiences outside of her rigorous coursework. These experiences included serving as our robotics team captain and class community service chair. She received the prestigious Girl Scouts Gold Award, AP Scholar with Distinction, the Cesar Chavez Legacy, and Educational Foundation Scholarship, among others. Her favorite subjects were physics and AP Calculus. Nadia will pursue a degree in physics at the University of Texas at Austin. Nadia received admission to Rice University, MIT, and UT Austin. Nadia encourages her younger YWLA sisters to put themselves out there and do what makes you happy. Nadia is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edith and Ricardo Gonzalez. She will now receive her salutatorian medal from Deputy Superintendent Patty Salzman before she shares her salutatorian speech. I proudly present our salutatorian, Miss Nadia Gonzalez.
Good evening and welcome Superintendent Martinez, SAISD and YWLA board members, fellow students, family, teachers, staff, and other valued guests to the Young Women's Leadership Academy Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you so much for attending today as we recognize and celebrate the many accomplishments made by our graduating class. This would not be possible without the support from all of you here today. I am profoundly honored to be our class salutatorian. I would like to thank my parents, my brothers Roman and Ryan, and my extended family for always encouraging and supporting me, but most importantly, pushing me to be the best I could be in everything I do. Shout out to my friends for always being there to make me laugh at lunch, in class, and on those long test-filled and stress-filled school days. Remember those days, ladies? Thank you to my teachers for guiding me through all my years at YWLA. I know it can be challenging for you all as well, but you all did great. Look at us here standing now. We are graduating. I want to give a special thank you to Ms. Grajeda for supporting me throughout my Girl Scout Gold Award journey. Although it was not a school-related project, you went back and forth with me for months helping to edit my book. And because of this, I was able to publish Yanaguana's Fiesta Fun for Everyone and complete my Gold Award after 13 years of being a Girl Scout. Now, the children in Santa Rosa's Children's Hospital will be able to celebrate Fiesta anytime they want. When I first learned that I was accepted to YWLA, my 11-year-old self was not a happy camper. But my parents said I would be fine, and I guess they were right. I was extremely shy and was worried I wouldn't fit in. I was also afraid that it would be too much of a challenge and I wouldn't make it. Not gonna lie, the struggle was real. It was overwhelming when I first started. as I was always used to having it easy in school. I remember receiving my first science test grade that was over the summer homework given before entering the 6th grade. It was a shocker. I totally failed it. My little brother was so proud because for once I was just like him on a test score. He wanted to hang it up on the wall right next to his first 100 test grade. My other brother just said that it was no big deal and asked why I was upset. At that moment, I knew I messed up and could not rush through my assignments as I previously did in elementary school. This helped me adjust to the rigorous YWLA way, and as you can see, I made it just fine, as well as all of my sisters here today. What helped me the most was taking a chance by putting myself out there and making lifelong cardinal bonds. Just as Lady Gaga says, do not allow people to dim your shine because they are blinded. Tell them to put on some sunglasses. YWLA pushed me to be the best I could be, mostly because of all the opportunities YWLA has to offer, as well as the amazing support I received from the teachers. And now, after 7 years at YWLA, I look back fondly on the experiences, even if it was a challenge. I remember the academic struggles of trying to perfect our journals for Ms. Delmer, attempting so many U of H quizzes and Delta math problems for Mr. Chavez, the never-ending awesome science problems we all did for Mr. Winters, and who could forget writing multiple drafts of extremely detailed papers for Ms. Grajeda and Ms. Bunce. I will also look back on our fun memories, laughing at the Kraft Singles cheese during our lunch period because it made for a fun Christmas sweater accessory, going to our first formal homecoming dance. Who knew it would be our first and last dance as a class? It was so much fun getting dressed up and being with all of you. Celebrating didn't stop with that last homecoming. It just took a long pause, as we were able to come together to share our college selections in a drive-through parade to share our next destination in our journeys. It was so nice to see all the excitement on display and see how all of our hard work paid off. We are all following Gaga's lyric in that we are all beautiful in our own ways because God made no mistakes, and we are all on the right track. We don't hide ourselves in regret. We love ourselves, and we are set. During my 7 years at YWLA, I learned and grew so much. We all did. I gained confidence, learned balance, and was more than satisfied with my education. And I hope you all were too. I cannot express how proud I am of our class. We were able to successfully navigate the last part of our junior year, as well as our entire senior year online during a pandemic. Who would have thought that it would have lasted this long? I admired how we persevered and stayed connected throughout our time apart. And although we missed out on some of the traditional high school experiences, such as changing our seat rank during the award ceremony from juniors to seniors, our senior walk down the main hallway in front of our younger sisters, our class trip, and prom, we were still all able to pivot and successfully apply, as well as get accepted into so many amazing colleges and universities near and far from home. So remember, we will go down in history as the true senior skip day champions. I know that we will always be there for each other and for our younger YWLA sisters. So, as we venture on to our next life challenge, I encourage everyone to just live and live a great story. Branch out, talk to someone new each day, make new everlasting bonds, and push through all the obstacles that come in your way. Because as Frida Kahlo once said, at the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can, and we have proved it these last 2 years of school. Thank you.
Great job, Nadia. Thank you for your sense of humor and for sharing your reflective words. At this time, I invite Mr. and Mrs. Edith and Ricardo Gonzalez to please stand. Thank you for the support you provided Nadia throughout her educational career. You have been steady in your support, and now she's headed to UT Austin, my alma mater. Go Longhorns. Our 2021 valedictorian, Caroline Evangelista, is the daughter of Christiane and Tony Evangelista. She attended Will Rogers Elementary before starting 6th grade at YWLA. Since her arrival to YWLA, Caroline has been involved in choir, Young Poets Society, and mental health awareness, while immersing herself in her favorite subjects of biology and English. At first glance, Caroline comes across as quiet and reserved, but she possesses great confidence in her abilities and talents, as evidenced by her national anthem rendition earlier. She was selected as a member of the All-State Choir and an AP Scholar with distinction. Caroline's advice to her younger YWLA sisters is, simply take everything one step at a time, and don't be afraid to ask for help, whether that be from your friends or from your teachers. Your teachers are there to help, so take advantage of that and make sure to take care of your mental health. Caroline is the recipient of several scholarships, including the prestigious Questbridge Scholarship that provides her a full ride to the college of her choice. This program matched her with Brown University. She will matriculate at Brown University in the fall, where she will follow her passion and pursue her degree in English. Caroline, please step forward to receive your valedictorian medal from Superintendent Martinez, and then proceed with your speech. Please help me welcome YWLA's 2021 valedictorian, Ms. Caroline Evangelista.
Good evening, Superintendent Martinez, SAISD, and YWLA board members, fellow YWLA graduates, parents, teachers, faculty and staff, and all who've been with us on this journey to graduating. Today is a long-awaited day by many, especially considering the hard work that we've endured. Every single assignment and assessment, every single hour we've spent before school, during school, and after school, and every single tear we've cried because of calculus or biology has finally led up to this moment. This year, however, has certainly taken a turn. I debated writing about the struggles of COVID in my speech, since I didn't want everyone to be depressed for our last celebration. But in all honesty, I think it would be wrong to simply gloss over the past year and a half, since it's had such an impact on all of us. I don't think any of us, as excited, bright-eyed middle schoolers entering the YWLA halls for the very first time, expected to be spending our final year of high school interacting through a screen. I mean, many of us didn't even have our own cell phones in the 6th grade, including me. In many ways, it's been hard. We've missed out on a lot of senior events and milestones, and I'm sure we've all felt lonely at one point or another. This past year and a half has been a time of immense change and adjustment. When you're stuck at home all day, every day, you start to lose sense of why you're doing things in the first place. Why finish that assignment? Why continue to go to meetings for that club? Why even get out of bed? And many of you I haven't seen since March of 2020, which is really upsetting because I remember being extremely excited for the end of junior year, so I could finally become a senior and rule the halls of YWLA. Instead, I got stuck rolling over my two little sisters at home, who constantly fight over the TV remote and yell annoyingly while I'm taking a test. We've all surely had an experience like that this year. A moment where things seemed desolate and out of reach, or a moment where you realized things have changed. Yet, even when motivation was at an all-time low, even when the noise and racket of our families inside the house became too much to handle, or even in our loneliest moments, in the deepest, darkest corner of our bedrooms, we all got through it. We continued, we persevered, and we finally made it. Today is June 9th, 2021, and we are graduating. So consider that an accomplishment, that you've gotten through enough days in your agenda to reach this day, and trust that you've finished strong. We've done too many volunteer service hours, way too many tutoring hours, and we've joined way too many clubs to not applaud ourselves. I want to tell you all that you deserve to be here and to have this amazing educational opportunity. Feeling confused and lost, or a lack of motivation, is nothing to be ashamed of. But I won't give up if you don't give up. Let's all promise to simply do our best. And from here on out, we look forward. I anticipate learning about all your professions in the future. Perhaps I'll see some of you on TV for making a huge contribution to the world of science. Or perhaps some of you will be on TV as an actress or on the news. Perhaps some of you will be working as doctors, nurses, and surgeons who are needed to sustain all life. Maybe some of you will be teachers and professors who we all know are necessary to learn about life. Or maybe, like me, some of you will become the artists, musicians, and writers of the world, who are needed to keep the romance and culture of the human race alive. Or perhaps some of you will be making our laws in the future. Maybe I can even look forward to one of you being the President of the United States. I'm sure some of you think it's far-fetched, but the world is so much more than you may think. I know I've had trouble grasping this concept, that the world exists outside of my house and my family, outside of YWLA, and even outside of Texas. As an immigrant from Brazil and a child who constantly moved around different countries, I'm not new to this concept. But something about venturing to the other side of the country all on my own brings me out of my comfort zone and terrifies me. The unknown terrifies me. Yet, I think it's a great opportunity to experience the world as an adult. As we mature, we will gain a new perspective on things. And though I'm only 18 years old, I know for a fact that we never stop learning, and that our perspectives on things can change at any moment. So please, be open-minded and never ever stop learning, growing, and changing. Our society moves quickly and does not wait for anyone, but don't be afraid to venture out into it. Again, the world is so much bigger and contains more types of people than you may think. Take this as motivation to keep going and explore as much as you can. You never know what you can find. I'd also like to take this time to thank some of the people that have helped me the most throughout this journey. Firstly, to my parents, Mom and Dad, who said I inspired them to go back to school and pursue their own college degree. Little do you know how happy that made me for you, and how much more motivated I became to make you proud. And to all parents, thank you for being there for us. We know that you've also had your service hours to fulfill and have put in just as much work as we have put in. Know that we appreciate you and that these next steps that we take are all a part of growing up, so don't be too sad about it. And thanks to my little sisters, Amanda and Nicole, who I called annoying earlier in this speech, but actually were the reasons I got through this year. Thank you for making me laugh and for helping me get over my boredom. And thank you to all my teachers for struggling just as much as we did and still putting a smile on your face in class. I apologize for being so shy and quiet most of the time. I understand how hard that could be to deal with. But I promise you'll see a better version of me in the years to come. And thank you to Miss Grajeda. Your class has helped me realize what I'm good at, which is writing. And it really helped shape my identity. And thank you, of course, to Ms. Cash for putting up with the stress of our colleges and our scholarships during this time. And thank you to Ms. McLaren for inspiring us all these years. And of course, thank you to all my classmates and friends. Though some of you haven't seen much of me this year, The impact you've all had on me throughout middle school and high school has been tremendous, and for that I'm truly grateful. We've really bonded over the last 7 years, and hopefully it'll be a bond that continues to hold strong. I would finally like to conclude with one of my favorite poems, O Me, O Life by Walt Whitman, which I think encapsulates our feelings of despair at this time, but also tells us to look forward, since each and every one of us is important. O me, O life, of these questions recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, of myself forever reproaching myself, for who more foolish than I, and who more faithless? Of eyes that vainly crave the light. We're gonna ignore that happened. Anyway. Of eyes that vainly crave the light, of the objects mean, of the struggle ever renewed. Of the poor results of all, of the plotting and sordid crowds I see around me. Of the empty and useless years of the rest, with the rest me intertwined. The question, O me so sad, recurring, what good amid these, O me, O life? Answer, that you are here, that life exists and identity, that the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. Remember, it's important to acknowledge that you are vital to this play of life, whether or not you believe it yet. The world is much larger than we believe, and though it may get confusing, I believe we will all be able to navigate it. Smile, besties. We did it. Thank you.
Amazing, Caroline. Walt Whitman, what a great message of hope that each of you can be for us and for each other. Mr. and Mrs. Christian and Tony Evangelista, please stand or wave to be recognized. Thank you for sharing your daughter with our community and for being her steady supporters. You stayed true to her course and moved her forward from kindergarten to Brown University. Please help me welcome our YWLA Network Head of Schools, Delia McLaren, who will present the address for the class of 2021.
Stay right here. Before I get to the address, in partnership with Dell and SAISD Foundation, we are gifting a laptop to each valedictorian in SAISD. This laptop will go to Caroline. Caroline, come up and receive it. As you embark on your next educational journey, we are proud to be investing in you on behalf of SAISD Foundation and Dell Corporate. Congratulations. Thank you, Mrs. Arzamendi. At this time, it is with great joy that I recognize the outstanding achievements of the class of 2021. I call your attention to the list of honor graduates that you will find in your program. These students are ranked at the top of their class. These are our students graduating with highest honors. When I call your name, please stand, and I would ask that you hold your applause until the entire group is called. Graduating summa cum laude with a GPA of 100 or greater in alphabetical order, Brenna Brown, Caroline Evangelista, Nadia Gonzalez, Armani Carrion, and Sofia Godinez. Congratulations, ladies. You may be seated. Graduating magna cum laude with a GPA between 95 to 99. Again, please hold your applause until the whole group is called. Yareli Aleman, Maya Barrera, Madeline Cepeda, Tequila Curtis, Dumadi De Leon, Emily De Leon, Shreya Deenan, Savannah Gonzalez, Jalen Hernandez, Carla Hernandez, Nina Hernandez, Esmeralda Herrera, Katerina Lasso, Sandra Mata, Citlali Moya, Jessica Olivas, Natalia Ortiz, Dynasty Perez, Bennett Smith, Julie Tift, and Ariel Vargas. Congratulations, ladies. You may be seated. Graduating cum laude with a GPA of 90 to 94, Jade Anguiano, Jacqueline Campos, Denise Dominguez, Claudia Garay, Mariah Garcia, Ana Sage Hernandez, Autumn Krushmar, Caitlin Lomas, Nayeli Lopez Romero, Eliana Mesa, Christine Naranjo, Mario Ochoa, Crystal Polanco, Summer Salazar, and Larissa Terrazas. Congratulations, ladies. You may be seated. Special recognition this evening for our College Board AP Scholars. This is all based through distinctions that College Board has set. AP Scholars where distinctions are granted to students who receive an average score of 3.5 or higher on all AP exams and scored 3 or higher on at least 5 AP exams. Maya Barrera, Brenna Brown, Dumari De Leon, Shreya Deenan, Caroline Evangelista, Sophia Godinez, Autumn Krushmar, Bennett Smith, and Julie Tipp. Congratulations. You may be seated. AP Scholars with Honors is granted to students who receive an average score of 3.25 or higher on all AP exams and scored 3 or higher on 4 or more AP exams. Citlali Moya. Congratulations, Citlali. AP Scholars are granted to students who receive scores of 3 on 3 or more AP exams. Yareli Aleman, Jacqueline Campos, Armani Carrion, Madeline Cepeda, Nadia Gonzalez, Ana Isabel Hernandez, Jalen Hernandez, Carla Hernandez, Esmeralda Herrera, Catarina Lasso, Caitlin Lomas, Nayeli Lopez Romero, Sandra Mata, Christine Naranjo, Mari Ochoa, Larissa Terrazas, and Ariel Vargas. Congratulations. We would like the members of our Distinguished Student Honor Societies to please stand when their Honor Society is called. Their names may be found in our program. Members of Cardinal Senate, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. National Honor Society members, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Mu Alpha Theta National Math Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. National Art Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. National English Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. National Science Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. National Spanish Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. United Nations Girl Up organization members, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Thank you, ladies, for always going above and beyond in your leadership activities. And now it's with great pleasure that I deliver a message for the class of 2021. Ladies, to many of us who have known you for the past 7 years, you have become a part of our families. We have braided your pigtails, danced at your quinceañeras, celebrated so many awards assemblies with you. You have walked our dogs, baked birthday cakes for us, and shared times of grief and joy with us as we either said goodbye to our own parents or welcome new members into our families. Through the years, some of you became published poets and artists. Others of you crunched out U of H calculus equations. They're just a part of the YWA culture, Mr. Chavez. You learned different languages like Spanish, ASL, coding, and congratulations to our first AutoCAD certified graduates. If you are AutoCAD certified, please stand because you made history this year, ladies. Congratulations, and thank you to Ms. Kilgore for pushing them. But most importantly, you learned the language of kindness, a language that connects you across cultures, across platforms, and across the most challenging times. I've enjoyed seeing the glimmer in your eyes as you step to the podium to present. I've been most inspired by your advocacy for others, especially as you advocated for our school, whether in a school board meeting or with our state representatives. Today, I stand humbled by your confidence and resolve to continue with the plans that you have chartered for your future. Despite the uncertainty of it all, you have pushed forward. You have experienced a twist in your plans that no one could have predicted, but you have stayed the course. You dismissed that self-doubt that sometimes gnawed in the pit of your stomach, and you accepted your destiny for a brighter future. You have developed into the women of integrity and the women of action that are before me today, and you have achieved so much along the way. To date, you have earned $16.3 million in scholarships and still coming in. Since we all love math, I calculated how much that comes out per graduate, and it's roughly about $362,000 each. We have one Minnie Piper Scholar, Madeline Cepeda, please stand. You may be seated. We have two Questbridge Scholars, Caroline Evangelista, matched to Brown University. Whoops. Please stand. And Armani Carrion, matched to Notre Dame University. Please stand. We have 6 Dell Scholars. Please stand, ladies, when called. Claudia Garay, Carla Hernandez, Autumn Kretschmar, Catarina Lasso, Caitlin Lomas, and Jessica Olivas. Congratulations, Dell Scholars. We have 4 National Hispanic Scholars in Maya Barrera, Caroline Evangelista, Sofia Godinez, and Autumn Kretschmar. Congratulations, Hispanic Scholars. And we have, for the first time, 1 National Indigenous Scholar, Ms. Brenna Brown. Please stand. Congratulations, Brenna. We are also recognizing graduates who have received over $1 million in scholarships. These are $1 million scholars. I proudly announce Dumari De Leon, Dynasty Perez, and Julie Tiff have earned over $1 million in scholarships. Thank you, ladies. And ladies, you have maintained our record of having 100% of you applied and accepted into a 4-year university across our country. 100% of you have completed your financial aid. 100% of you achieved college readiness levels in all 4 core areas. 100% of you took the SAT and/or ACT, and this class scored above national, state, and district norms as a class. 100% of you are graduating distinguished. 70% of you are first generation to go to college. 11% of you are first in family to graduate from high school. Because of your commitment to excellence, YWA is ranked one of the top 1% high schools in America. Out of over 12,400 high schools, YWA YWLA is ranked 28 in America, and that's because of you, ladies. Congratulations. You have proven that when it comes to scores and grade, you're just simply the best of the best and the top of the top. And most importantly, when it comes to righting a wrong, you have the judgment and the fortitude necessary to make a change happen. We are very proud of you, and we know that you will continue to be the change makers on your college campuses as you start college in the fall. At this time, I'd like to call Mr. Ed Garza, SAISD board member of the San Antonio Independent School District Board of Education, to please come forward to accept the Young Women's Leadership Academy class of 2021. Class of 21, no, not yet, hold on, you're next.
Good evening. Good evening, Lady Cardinals and the YWLA family and community. I want to also give one more acknowledgement. By the way, congratulations. Let's give the graduates another round of applause. And graduates, let's give your family and parents a round of applause as well. Because of the leadership of this class, the class of 2021, as Ms. McLaren indicated, in your leadership and advocacy, you will leave behind a legacy of just over $50 million in renovation and improvements to the YWLA campus through the most recent bond. So congratulations, ladies. All right, so I would ask the class of 2021 to please stand. And if you would pause for a moment, just take a mental lifetime photo. Look to your left. Do a panoramic all the way to your right. Look straight ahead. Take a deep breath. You're at this moment now. Congratulations, ladies. Based on the recommendation of the YWLA faculty, I do hereby certify that all of the candidates for graduation standing before you this evening have met the state requirements for high school completion and for graduation from the Young Women's Leadership Academy. I recommend that they be awarded their diplomas accordingly. By the authority vested in me, I hereby accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration of the Young Women's Leadership Academy and declare the assembled candidates qualified for the award about to be presented. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend my personal congratulations to each member of the Young Women's Leadership Academy class of 2020 and wish you continued success. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Garza. Ladies, this evening you will receive a red rose that will now complete your YWLA bouquet. Upon entering YWLA, you received a white rose, a symbol of simpler times in your youth when you were discovering your path. As you progressed from 6th grade up to 8th grade into high school, you received your pink rose, a symbol of gratitude that you learned to appreciate your hard work and your achievements, and you began to be more focused on your college and career choices. And today, you receive your red rose that is red like our cardinal. It represents passion, love, and your cardinal family. You are ready to pursue your passion, and we want you to always remember the love that you have experienced at school. We have provided you with the guidance and support on your path. As you leave us to start your college life, use the voice that you have found at YWLA to advocate for yourself and for others. As a reminder to our guests, may we join together in making this graduation a memorable occasion by recognizing these outstanding graduates with your applause. You are asked to help maintain the dignity of our exercises by refraining from using any other form of recognition. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Class of 2021, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Caroline Evangelista will be attending Brown University. Nadia Elise Gonzalez will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Sandra Jane Mata will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Yareli Eunice Aleman will be attending the University of Southern California. Jade Andrea Anguiano will be attending Texas Tech University. Maya Isabella Barrera will be attending St. Edward's University. Brenna Kate Brown will be attending the Savannah College of Art and Design. Jacqueline Page Campos will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Armani Abigail Carrion will be attending the University of Notre Dame. Madeline Grace Cepeda will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Takayla Alaris Libriante Curtis will be attending the University of Houston. Dumari de Leon will be attending Rice University. Emily de Leon will be attending the University of North Texas. Shreya Deenan will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Denise Renee Dominguez will be attending the University of the Incarnate Word. Claudia Marie Garay will be attending the University of North Texas. Mariah Lorraine Garcia will be attending Texas Tech University. Nayeli Isabel Garcia will be attending the University of North Texas. Sofia Elisa Godinez will be attending Arizona State University. Savannah Nicole Gonzalez will be attending Oral Roberts University. Ana Isabel Hernandez will be attending Texas State University. Jalen Elizabeth Hernandez will be attending Texas Tech University. Carla Hernandez will be attending Texas Lutheran University. Nina Gabriela Hernandez will be attending St. Edward's University. Esmeralda del Carmen Herrera will be attending Texas Christian University. Autumn Kretschmar will be attending Cornell University. Katerina Elise Lasso will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Caitlin Peaches Lomas will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Nayeli Lopez Romero will be attending Oglethorpe University. Eliana Janelle Mesa will be attending Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Citlali Sofia Moya will be attending Texas Tech University. Isabella Christine Munoz will be attending Belmont University. Christina Naranjo will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington. Viviana Rose Nino will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington. Maricruz Ochoa will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Jessica Michelle Olivas will be attending Our Lady of the Lake University. Natalia Azucena Ortiz will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Mia Marie Peña will be attending the University of North Texas. Dynasty Sky Perez will be attending Northeastern University. Crystal Rose Polanco will be attending Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Summer Oralia Salazar will be attending Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Bennett Smith will be attending Fordham University. Larissa Noemi Terrazas will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Julie Marie Tiff will be attending the University of Southern California. Ariel Lynn Vargas will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio.
And let's give our graduates one more round of applause. Congratulations, ladies. Sandra Mata, class president, will lead graduates in the turning of tassels. Class of 2021, please stand. Ladies, please join hands as you recite our school pledge one last time. Our pledge can be found in our program, and we ask you to join us. I challenge you to watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Congratulations, ladies. And as your sister said earlier, your future is so bright, you have to wear shades. So at this time, you may don your shades. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Young Women's Leadership Academy, please accept our deepest gratitude for allowing us the genuine privilege of being your family for the past 7 years. My heartfelt congratulations to you and your families, ladies. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the Young Women's Leadership Academy graduates of 2021. Congratulations, ladies. Fly like a cardinal. Parents and guests, please do not exit until you are dismissed by your ushers. Our graduates will process back to the entry as they make their way. Please gather your items. Your daughters will meet you where we all enter. Thank you for joining us this evening, and please have a safe trip home.